Hey there, I just wanted to make a quick video for all my single ladies out there who are desiring to be married and have a family one day. I'm making this video because I've been in a number of conversations recently about being married, about how men should be pursuing women, women not pursuing men, and as a result, us not being married because men aren't pursuing. And I think that mentality comes from Proverbs 18:22 that says that a man who finds a wife finds a good thing and he obtains favor from the Lord. One day, though, while I was studying the word and I was meditating, the Holy Spirit said, Robin, you're focusing on the wrong words. You're busy focusing on the man that finds, and you should be focusing on a wife. That's what's important to me. And so think about that. The man that finds a wife is the man that finds a wife who obtains favor and who feels like he's found a good thing. But we've not ever heard that before, right? That was so new to me. So I was like, what, Lord? What? Um, what does it mean then to be a wife? And maybe I need to pursue what that means to be a wife. If God is saying to me that it's not so important that the man does a finding as much as it is that he finds a wife. Because think about it. A man can find and does. He meets a woman and he marries her, may not even fully know her, but he marries her because she has a great personality, she has a tight body, maybe she has the right hair texture or the right complexion, whatever it is, but he marries her. And then shortly after that, he divorces her. And you might hear things like, she just wasn't ready. She wasn't ready for a family. She just wasn't right for me. You know, you hear a number of reasons why they've gotten a divorce. But here's the thing. He didn't marry a wife. He married a bride. He married a woman who became a bride for the day. And so we don't want to make that same mistake, right? We don't want to get into those relationships where he then goes back and says, I don't want to be married anymore because you're not ready to be married. So I went into pursuit about what it means to be a wife. And here's what I found. First of all, it's not a thing as much as it is a mentality or an attitude. And it's something that must start way before we ever get into that wedding dress, way before we ever say I do. So it's a mentality and an attitude that we must have before we become a bride. That's the first thing. But second of all, are we women of wisdom? So do we make decisions based on wisdom, or do we make our decisions based on what's happening and what's trending in the world at the time? Right? Are we getting into the word, and are we studying, are we praying, and we're asking and seeking for wisdom? Or, do we just make really dumb decisions? Second thing is, are we discreet? And can we be discreet? Can we hear what our husbands are telling us and keep it to ourselves? Can he share the secret things of his heart and we not go and run and tell our girlfriends? Or tell our girlfriends about what's happening in our relationship, or telling our mom about what's happening in our relationship. But can we be discreet? The other thing is will we build our husbands? Will we build him up? Will we speak to the king in him? Even when it's hard. It may be hard to speak to the king in him because we don't quite see the king in him. But can we do that? Or will we tear him down with our words? Will we tear down our home with our words and with our mouths? Will we have his back? The other thing is can he trust us? Will our husbands be able to trust us to build empires? Or will he feel like he's left on his own to build it himself because you're only concerned with building your own empire? Or, whether it's your career or getting degrees or whatever that is. Or are you willing to work with your husband to do that? Here's the last thing. Women, are we willing to submit? I know that is a bad word, and we don't like that word. But we've been asked to submit to our husbands. Can we do that? And here's the thing about submission. It only occurs, I mean, we only have to submit when there's disagreement. When everything is going well and we all are in agreement, then, great. It's when we disagree that we have to submit. Can we do that? And what does that look like? That looks like maybe we throw out a suggestion, a recommendation. Maybe, and it could be serious, a very serious matter. It could be, not so serious a matter. But we throw out a suggestion and our husbands don't like it. They say, no, that's not, that's not what they want to do. Submitting is, can we shut up long enough to let him think about it and then come back around and say, oh, maybe you were right. And he may not ever say those words. He may just simply say, oh yeah, I think we should do X, Y, Z. And of course, that was your idea. Can we submit long enough to let him think that it was his idea? So those are the things that will make us and that will help us be the wife that will have our husbands running back to his friends, his father, his uncles, his brothers, saying, man, I found a good thing and I've obtained favor from the Lord. So I just wanted to share those things with you because we need to be free. I certainly did get free after hearing the Holy Spirit say that to me. Completely free. Not that I'm advocating for, hey, we need to go out and pursue men, but I'm free and I don't let those words anymore. I just don't let those words keep me bound anymore. And feeling like, oh my God, if I see this fine man across the room, that I could never, ever, ever approach him or say hello or let on to him that, I think he's attractive. I could never do that because that's what those words did to me. They bound me into believing that I can never share those things. But if we think about Ruth and Naomi and Boaz, Naomi sent Ruth to clean herself up, to adorn herself in some nice clothing, to put on some perfume, and then to go lie at Boaz's feet. And that was to let Boaz know that she was available for marriage. And so again, not advocating that we go sit at some dude's feet, but let that word free you. That it's not about the man who does the finding as much as it is about the man who finds a wife. Will you be that wife that he marries, or will you simply be a bride? So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Peace out.